Love is the only game that even a bench player like me gets a shot. Because a part of love is having somebody willing standing there to grab your misses. Somebody that knows that lips are stronger than hands, so they speak life through me between kisses. And for that person, I'll forever do the dishes. I'll mop up the floor and take out the trash and clean the stove off. Because love is like a vacation from reality, and the reality is I don't even like sleeping when I'm around you. My only incentive is knowing that I dream of you when I doze off. And I wake up every morning and I thank God because he sent me somebody that actually cared. Somebody that picked love over fear. Somebody that doesn't lie. Somebody that promises that our wedding day will be the last time we make each other cry. Because love is supposed to be the tissues to life.
In Philly.
Yes, I grew up in Philly.
So tell me about that. How was your childhood? What type of child were you?
I was a good kid. Straight A's. I never went to jail. I was a responsible kid. Went to Catholic school. I don't know, just a regular kid from South Philly.
Okay, what did you like to do as a child?
I ate a lot.
You ate a lot?
Yeah, you should see my baby pictures, man. I was huge. But no, my mom was a single parent, and she was either at work 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, or she was in school another 6. And I got a little sister, so I spent most of my early years I was cooking and doing laundry by like the age of 10, 11. I was mopping floors and shit like that. By the time I was 15, I was like running the house.
What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self? If you could go back and look at you for 18, what is the best advice that you would give yourself?
Don't fuck up your credit. I ain't mean to say that. No, don't mess up your credit.
Right.
Wear a condom. Same stuff I've probably been doing. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
I'd probably give him some Powerball numbers to play.
Right.
Because I need $100 million. But I feel like I wouldn't say like get into poetry, because I never really thought out to be a poet.
Right. So if you were not a poet, what would you be doing?
Believe it or not, I would have been a psychologist. I was in my last year at Temple and I just dropped out like a semester and a half to go because I got booked. I was like getting booked and getting shows. I said, listen, Temple not gonna close.
Right.
My university's not gonna close. I can get them money when I'm 60.
Everyone that I know, completely loves you. I think what you're doing is amazing.
Thank you.
It's inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Women love you, obviously.
Yeah.
So do you feel like you have controversy with men? Like, what is your relationship? Do you have a lot of male fans? I know obviously it's more women, but do you get a lot of male bashing?
Like everybody, like guys, believe it or not, there are some guys that's like, yo, I at least appreciate what you're doing. They might not be like, oh my God, like a fan, can I take this picture with you?
Right.
But they're like, listen, I see what you're doing and it's dope.
Right.
The only guys you really got problems with are the ones I'm kind of like putting at the forefront.
What do you love the most about what you do? What do you love about
The part I love the most is just seeing the people. It's I travel with 2 poets, and the best part is like, yo, be at my house tomorrow at like 3 a.m. We gotta do like 4 cities in 4 days. We just on the road, driving, surviving off of fast food and energy drinks.
What's your favorite fast food?
My favorite fast food, hands down, Chick-fil-A. It's quality junk food.
What is the biggest misconception that people seem to have about you?
The biggest misconception is that like I'm like, oh my God, you're perfect. Like, no, I'm really just Mike.
So what is wrong with you? Because
what's wrong with me?
outside
We
looking
got
in,
a pen and some paper.
Right. I mean, if you're a female, you're obviously looking at this man who is writing. He has everything, the perfect things to say. Women can go to your page for comfort if we're feeling the type of way. Just that's right. You have, I'm sure, encouraged a lot of women to leave bad relationships and just So looking at you, as a woman, it's like, oh, this guy is perfect. So tell me what are your flaws? What is wrong with Mike?
My flaws? You know what's wrong with Mike?
In a relationship, like
in a relationship wise,
what is wrong?
Like you really gonna have to work for it. A lot of times women meet me and it's like, oh my God, if I get just Mike's number, we're gonna be married by Christmas. It's like, no, like I know what I bring to the table, and I am not gonna let you just come in here and just rob me.
Right.
I sleep in late as crap.
Do you snore?
No, I don't snore. I don't
Do you drool?
No, and I'm in one spot too. Like I cooperate,
Okay.
but I don't like waking up at 1 o'clock.
Okay. Oh, 1 o'clock.
I don't pay my bills until you get the you get the shut off notice.
Right. Oh, you pay them. So you pay them when they send you the notice.
Yeah, like I don't like giving people money. Like
that's kind of risky though, because you
hell.
could wake up and the lights are off and it's like, oh, because you waited.
Right.
You gotta.
Like I'm tight.
Okay.
As far as money, like listen, like think about it, yo.
So what's something that you splurge on?
Something I splurge on? The homeless and single mothers.
Right.
That's and then I'm private. A lot of times people think that just because, we like text each other back that you're gonna be all on my Instagram and stuff like that. And I'm gonna publicize you because I text you back.
But what do you feel like the biggest mistake is that women make in relationships?
Is removing jewels from their crown to make it easier for a man to carry. Like a woman could be a 10, right? She could be so bomb. But then she'll meet this guy that in order for her to be with the guy, she gotta lose some of her bombness and shit. Damn, you always dressing crazy. She got this crazy body, so she gotta cover herself up. I got this job in LA, but I got this dude from, Bankhead that say he love me, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait for this. That's girl's biggest problem. They feel like you gotta water down your woman to be with some guy. It's ridiculous.
So what do you feel like men could do differently? Do you feel like the generation, do you feel like men have changed? Because I feel like it's different, the approach, I feel like
at the end of the day, as much as I love women, it's a man's world, right?
Right.
And there's not a woman out here that's gonna make a man do what she want him to do unless she a judge or the police, right? So all men really
they definitely make you do what they want.
All men really gotta do is be honest with themselves and honest with their women, because a woman she can't complain about the truth.
Right.
So if you meet a girl, like listen, me and you are bombed together, but I do not want a girlfriend. Right. We can either have fun,
but men tend to stray away from saying that because they know
that's
a lot
what I'm saying. You just ask me what men gotta do different. They gotta keep it a bean.
Right.
If you ask me what I want, I'm like, yo, I want a wife. So I'm in wife mode.
Right.
So don't get mad if throughout the course of this thing I feel like we're not gonna work. Right. Because that's what I'm doing. I got a mission out here. Right. And some guy's mission is like, listen, I just want to kick you. Right. But he too scared that, as a woman you'll say, oh, I'm just trying to chill. Mm-hmm. Chill, well freeze then. No, he too scared because he feel like he wants something from you. Right. He feel like he, getting more flowers with honey. Yeah, I'm actually looking for somebody that's so hard. And you can selling this girl a dream. Stop selling the girl a dream. If you be honest, she'll probably still do what you want her to do, but at least she wake up in the morning and she'll be mad at herself, not you.
Right. I'm gonna say 3 words. You tell me out of these 3 words which is the most important to you. They're all important, but you tell me which is the most important to you and why. So there's love, loyalty, and respect. Which one is the most important? Love, loyalty, and respect.
Love, loyalty, respect. All right. Respect is first, and then loyalty, and then love. You gotta respect me the whole time. You don't gotta be loyal to me because I don't know you. Loyalty you earn. Right. But without those 2 things, how can you love somebody? Right. If you don't respect them enough to think about how they feel, and if you're not loyal enough to act on it, because respect is a feeling. Like loyalty is an action. You can't prove loyalty through words. Once you respect me, that's the head part. Internal loyalty is how you operate in the street, and if you do both of those successfully, I probably could love you.
The divorce rate right now is so high. Why do you feel like a lot of people is tremendously dropped? There's a lot of people just living together, not married. Why do you feel like that's going on?
Divorce. Okay. Back in the day, marriages were more about, I'm not gonna call them fixed, but there wasn't so much of a temptation out there. It was the normal thing to do. Just like I guess with the change in times, there's more stuff to do. People travel more. People are exposed to different things more. We don't even talk about marriage anymore. When's the last time you heard a bomb wedding song? A movie about marriage? Think about it. Like marriage isn't drilled into people's heads. Another thing is women started working. If you look at early, our our grandparents, you know, they lived in a time where the man provided and the woman was the housewife. So she's like, this is my thing. I got these kids. On the good side, women weren't afraid to walk away. You know, a lot of times these old people in these relationships, they did crazier stuff than what these people do now. But that was just one of those things that your mother drilled into your head. It's like, family is everything and you don't make it work. Women are becoming more independent, self-sufficient now. So like, you know what? I'm gonna meet a guy. It's not like I'm waiting for him to, who gonna take me with these 2 kids and no skills. It's like, no, I'm making 6 figures a year. So if you're not gonna treat me right, I'm gonna bounce. It's a lot of stuff.
Do you feel like women have gotten to the point now, which is, kind of controversial as well, gotten to the point where they feel like they don't need men because they are so independent?
If you keep getting burnt so many times, you can't tell me I need something too. Right. I don't think it's a woman who wants to wake up and roll over and be by herself.
Right. You have plenty of women who will argue, it doesn't bother them, it doesn't matter.
Of course you gotta tell yourself that, because imagine if the boyfriends were sneakers and you just had to walk around every day barefoot, but every time you put these sneakers on, they had glass in the bottom. Like, listen, I don't need them sneakers. I'd rather walk around barefoot, but nobody wants to really be barefoot. But damn it, if every time I put these shoes on, they hurt me.
About your publishing company.
Okay. The publishing company is Dreams on Paper Entertainment Publishing. Dope Publishing for short. I started it about a year ago. I'm the only black-owned, black-operated publishing company on earth, really. Right. It gives all of my clients 100% of the royalties. God is good because I feel like I shouldn't make money off this stuff. I offer services. Like some people can come in like, Mike, I got an idea. I want to turn it into a book. We can do that. Some people say, Mike, I got an idea for a cover in about 500 pages on my computer. I need your help.
Okay, if we were to get in your car, what would I hear? What music would be playing?
I'm from Philly, so it'd definitely be some Meek in there.
Okay.
Sam Smith, Hall Pass by Jamar Hall. Hot. Some Jeezy, Cole, Wale too. But I listen to gospel too. And Jamar and Viz, they be putting me on different stuff. Like this dude named Hosier, like they take me to church joint video a little crazy, but I don't know. I'm getting like alternative.
What type of movie do you like? You like the scary movie?
It depends on what I need. Like, I watch movies with a purpose. So I think Pursuit of Happiness.
You watch movies with a purpose.
Yeah. Like, I think my like half-baked days is over. So it's like, I like when I feel like I need some motivation. I put on Pursuit of Happiness. When I feel like I want to be in love, I look at something like Love Jones, Love and Basketball.
What's the last movie you saw at the theater?
Last movie I saw at the theater was Selma.
What do you think your biggest lesson is in life that you learned? What is your biggest life lesson?
Is don't think that you gotta wait for somebody else to come, pull up alongside of you and put you in a car before it gets popping.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta make it. That's an inside job. Like, life is really like an inside job.
Right.
Like, you gotta be so popping on your own that you don't even worry about nobody else. That way, when somebody do come along, they gotta be worth it.
Right. Why did you choose to write poetry geared towards more of women empowerment versus?
Because that was my goal, was to empower women. Like, I feel like, and this is for anybody who wants to get into business even. Like, if you do something, try not to do something somebody else is doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I felt like, in what way can I be like successful, be organized, and then be like, mainstream? And I thought, like, what did the world need? There's really nobody doing what I'm doing. Like with the same conviction that I had, because you don't got the Cosby's, you don't got Good Times, you don't got Family Matters, you don't got any content, any public figures that promote the inspiration of women.
Speaking about that, your show in Atlanta almost got canceled. Tell me about that. What happened? What's
like
going
God
on?
is so good. Like you know, it puts me in these dope positions. Like, I got a phone call on Tuesday while we were on our way from New Orleans going to Houston that Obama was having dinner at Tyler Perry's house today. And I had just so happened, one of my homies called me. He was like, yo, you know, I got invited. I'm trying to bring you got a suit. I'm like, I got a show in Atlanta. And she was like, what you do a show in Atlanta every 3 months? I said, I know. I said, but you know, me, Vision, and Jamar, we done did like 40 shows together. We have never canceled a show, not weather, not venue, not nothing. And I'm not going to start today. God would have wanted me to do that.
He would have wanted you to do that.
But I bet you the food was good, though.
The food probably was good. I'm sure it was. It's the craziest, you know, message or, you know, comment that you
I don't know. I think it's just the classic stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what you doing later? And they
what you doing after this?
Right, and they're not talking about going to Bible study neither.
Right.
You know?
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, out of all the guys that you think probably don't want to get offered to get took home,
right,
it's me.
So you get offered.
So don't do that. I mean,
right.
you know, from the crazy pictures and the DMs and stuff.
Oh,
like,
wow,
that's just crazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, some people really think it's a joke. They think, oh, I'm just a guy putting on a show like so many other people. And if I send him my body half naked, he's going to ask me for my number too. Right. But I'm not.
Right.
I'm going to send you Dear Woman.
Okay, so you just wrapped up the tour. Your last show was in Atlanta, which was amazing, by the way. If you guys have not seen this show, it's definitely something that you need to check out. It was absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much.
I had a really good time.
Thank you so much.
So what after this? So what are you working on? What's next? What projects are, you know, coming up? If someone wants to see you, you know, let us know when your next tours are. Like, what's going on?
Okay. So my next project is actually an album.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not rapping.
Right, you're not. I was.
No, this is not rap.
I was actually gonna say.
I was a rapper one time, and I was like 17.
Okay. How did that work out?
Nah, I wasn't my thing. Okay. But no, so you know, I go on tour with two other poets, right? Vision Poet and Jamar Hall. And like before, when we used to go on tour, it used to be like, all right, I'm gonna do 5 of my favorite poems. You gonna do 5 of yours. You do 5 of yours.
Right.
We're gonna mix them up throughout the show.
Right.
We're gonna get out of there.
Right.
But you know, we like 15, 20 shows in as like a group. So now we start writing group stuff. And we've been writing these songs, and they've been dope.
They are really dope.
So
I see you guys working together. Everybody, it's really
right.
dope.
Thank you. So I think we're gonna do that. It'll probably come out like maybe sometime around Valentine's Day.
Oh, so the album is gonna be like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Around Valentine's Day. That's
yeah. We're gonna try that out. It's a lot of work, but I think you bounce back. You know, you sleep when you can, eat when you're supposed to.
Right.
You kill the show.
Right. What you did. Give us your information. Give the people your website, your Instagram, where we can find you.
www.justmikethepoet.com. My Instagram is @justmike_. You can download the Dear Woman app on iTunes. Well, it's the Just Mike the Poet app on iTunes. You can get all of my books at dopepublishing.com. And then the hashtag is Dear Woman, the Just Words Tour, and then the poets I go with are Vision Poet and Jamar Hall, 2 R's.
Tell me about that. How was your childhood? What kind of child were you?
My childhood, I was a single, product of a single parent household, I guess, right? I was just
I'm sorry. Okay.
All right, no, we can just keep it going. Say ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
You Barbara Walters.
Okay, I know.